Hello, good afternoon to you. Welcome to the Business News, your Media Live. My name is Alfred Akansi. Let's go on to our first story this afternoon. An energy policy think tank, Africa Center for Energy Policy, is worried Ghana might not get a good deal as the country seeks private sector participation to turn around the fortunes of the electricity company of Ghana, ECG. 62 companies have already expressed interest in taking over the distribution of power under the Millennium Development Authority concession agreement.
ECEP is of the view the huge debts in ECG books will make Ghana weak during negotiations for third-party participation. As at October last year, government owed 56% of all ECG debts, and as part of conditions under the MCC Compact 2, the country must pay its debts before the $498 million MCC fund is released in full. ECEP says government must be transparent in settling its debts to the ECG, despite reports it has already paid 180 million cedis of its debts.
Everybody thinks ECG owes everybody. ECG is inefficient. So when people are coming, they have, we're having so many companies bidding. The expectation may not be that much. But let's just say that the government had paid what it owed ECG. ECG had paid VRA, and the balance sheet is a little okay. Ghana would have been in a better negotiation position.
ECEP wants Ghanaian companies which have expressed interest in taking over the management of ECG to form a consortium to place them in a better position. The companies expected to submit their interests by May 3 include those from Ghana, South Africa, United States of America, Israel, Turkey, among others.
The process will be transparent because we are going for competitive bidding process, which means that there will be pre-specified requirements we are looking for. And I think even whichever company is selected, the reason for the selection will be published. That one we were told some time ago. What I would advise is that most of the Ghanaian companies should try to form a consortium.
The selected company or a consortium to manage ECG under the MEDA concession agreement will be expected to operate and invest in the ECG for the next 25 years.
Now, the Chief Executive Officer of the Millennium Development Authority, Engineer Owura Safo, says the successful concessionaire for the electricity company of Ghana will have to indicate intention to reduce losses associated with the company. He explained the investor selected to manage the operations of ECG will be monitored and evaluated on key performance indicators.
The CEO of MIDA, Engineer Owura Safo, stated under the 25-year concession period through private sector participation, the investor is required to deal with the waste in the system.
They will indicate the interventions that they are going to take to reduce technical losses, to reduce commercial losses, and also to reduce collection losses. So they will give us a program, and that program will be part of the contract that we'll sign with them. And if they don't comply, of course, sanctions will be applied against them. If what they are proposing is not acceptable to us, we will not accept it. Right now, the total losses is around 30–35%.
During the concession period, the electricity market will still be technically regulated, while the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission will still look out for quality service and consumer satisfaction, as well as set tariffs. The MEDA boards explained some of the processes in selecting a bidder and the timelines for the Millennium Compact 2 project.
The Compact implementation period is 5 years. We are going to receive their qualification documents. Those documents will be evaluated. When they are evaluated, we'll come up with a short list, and then they will be given what we call the request for proposals document, which is the substantive tender document. And when that is evaluated, then the one who presents the best bid is the one who will be selected.
Giving out ECG on concession is to inject the needed funds into the operations of the company. Is there a possibility for the concession to be extended should the investor deliver to the satisfaction of the country?
That will rest on the government. We cannot take that decision. MIDA is just a facilitating organization. We are not the ones going to sign the contract with the concessionaire. It's the government, ECG and Minister of Power who will sign that contract. Now, they will monitor progress and they will decide. The arrangement is that it's for 25 years, and after the 25 years, the asset has to come back to ECG.
The current inefficiencies in downstream distribution translates to about 30% of power through transmission losses, power theft, and non-collection of revenues.
Let's stay with the Electricity Company of Ghana in just a little while, because they've been able to retrieve 36 million cedis in just 1 week by a task force set up to check electricity power stealing. Now, the Deputy Minister for Power, John Jinapor, made this known at the roadshow for investors on the concession for the management, operation and investment in the company.
Nearly 30% of ECG's power distribution is not paid for. The situation the Deputy Minister of Power, John Jinapor, indicated is worrying.
We have set up a task force that has started this operation to ensure that all those who are bypassing, stealing, and using electricity without paying, we bring them into the net. Because you cannot have a system where you increase tariffs, one segment of society is paying, the other segment is not paying. And it might interest you to know that just last week alone, through that exercise, they realized an amount of about 36 million cedis.
On the wrongful billing of customers, the Deputy Minister indicated ECG has been tasked to reimburse such clients.
We are doing a full audit of the ECG system, and I want to assure everybody that we shall address that challenge. We want to ensure that you are billed according to what the PURC has gazetted, and if you are overbilled, there shall be a refund, and the process is ongoing. And so those of you who are still having challenges, please rest assured we are working around the clock, auditing the system and ensuring that everybody is billed properly.
The PURC approved an increase in electricity tariff by 67.2%, which took effect from December 14 last year, which led to billing problems.
All right, so that's it for business this afternoon.